me, April, and I'm going to be sharing tonight my first object lesson, which is why our feelings matter and how getting in touch with your feelings helps you to create that connection to knowing more about you, what makes you tick, why do you react the way you do, and understanding yourself better. Because I think a lot of us, when we have trauma or different painful events, big or little, in our life, to where we kind of disassociate. That's a very trendy word right now, but we just kind of distance ourselves from that. And the more we distance as we grow older, we just numb out to that. And when you numb out to that, you numb out to life. You can't enjoy life, and you're not engaged. And so we're going to talk about the box. So we all pretty much have a box, right? And the box is the object lesson is us. And so we go through life and we create these boxes because we realize as we want to get our needs met, of being accepted, of having value, of being seen, we create boxes. And really, it's our shell in life, our mask, whatever you want to call it. And tonight we're going to call it our box. And so we all have these boxes, and we go through life and we decorate our boxes and we put stickers or whatever it is, movie, baseball. For me, it'd be the Houston Astros. And we become these boxes, right? And for me, I love these colors. My daughter does watercolor, and it kind of looks like that. And I just, if I was a box, this would be me. And so we create these boxes, and we want everybody to look at our box, and we decorate it, we paint it, we create, we want people to see. But the thing is who we really are. Because if I ask you a question of who are you, can you tell me who you are without giving me a label of I'm a wife, I'm a husband, I'm a mom, I'm a dad, I'm a daughter, I'm a girl, I'm a boy, whatever our label, who are we? Who are we? And so we are what's inside. And so let's take a look in our box. And usually our box looks like this. It's a mess. It's chaotic. It's ugly. It's shameful. There's things in our box we want to keep closed. We don't want anyone seeing it. We hide it in ourselves, and that's why we do the things we do, so we can forget about what's in our box. And so this is our box, right? And if we're brave and courageous enough to open the box, some of us have it duct taped, some of it has it tied down, this has a little magnet. But if we're brave enough and courageous enough to open our box, and a lot of times, in the way I was raised, is okay, I'll open my box, I'll just open it a little bit so God can see in that box. I don't want anyone else to see. But see, the thing is we get hurt by people, and we're going to find healing when we open our box in front of other people. Yes, you want to find safety to where you open your box. You don't want to open it up to where you get more pain, but you find that safe place and you open your box. And so as we take a look at what's in our box, usually the first thing is we're going to uncover are the leaves, or the things that are, can you read that? People pleaser, or behaviors. Our behaviors, usually some of them are, we don't like these behaviors. That's why we keep it in the box. We're critical. We're judgmental. We're argumentative. And we do these kinds of things. We isolate. And then we beat ourselves up because, we want to be loved and accepted, but yet we isolate because of our yucky stuff, the pain, the trauma, that's in here that we need to open up and let the light come in to heal us. And usually, what's underneath our behaviors, because a lot of times we want to fix the behavior, we don't want to dig deeper. So we try to change the behavior. We close back our box so we can look like this, and then usually our box gets full and it starts leaking out ugliness on people around us, usually the people we love, with more bad behaviors, because we're not going a little bit deeper. And what really needs to be addressed and talked about to find our feelings, things like we feel inferior, and we want to keep that hidden. It could be we feel despicable. Anybody feel despicable? I have. We feel paralyzed, and we could go on and on. We're fearful. But the thing is when you find that safe place, you can open up and talk about, usually these things come up first, the behaviors and the shamefulness we feel with those behaviors. But we become childlike and be like, why am I critical and judgmental? What am I covering up? I feel inferior. And when I'm triggered and touched, when this gets touched, then these behaviors come out. And so once we kind of start understanding that, we develop more compassion for what's going on in here. And we're cleaning this up with feeling our feelings. And that is what I'm going to offer are my groups again. And in these groups, they're small. We create safety to talk about mainly these things, to where we can engage these feelings again, bring ourselves back into alignment to where we can engage those feelings, to where we can release them in our bodies, to where we can clean up our box, to where we can start letting the good feelings come in, right? Because the good feelings can't get past that stuff in the box to get down deep in us to where we feel loved and valued, because we can have all the people around us giving us love, giving us value, giving us acceptance, and we just don't feel it. We come out being critical and judgmental. Well, those people didn't like me. And then you talk to those people and it's like, we loved you. It's because all the stuff in your box it's so full, you can't get any good feelings, love and acceptance in there. So that's what I'm going to offer on these online groups. And if that's something that you're interested in, drop me a line and I'll give you all the information about that to sign up. I'm going to start sign-ups now, and the first groups will start in January. And like I said, they're very limited to about maybe 5 people or 6 people, and to where we have a safe place to talk about this, to where we can be known. We want to be known, we want to be heard, we want to be validated, to where this can pass through us and we can process it in a healthy way. Because I want you to know you have value. You are worth hearing. You deserve a place to be heard and to be seen. And that's what I want to connect with people, because we all deserve that, because your feelings do matter in so many ways. And with that, I leave you with the question, who are you and what's in your box? So anyway, drop me a line, say hello, and your thoughts, feelings, and until next time, bye-bye.